On a historic day for Chile, the nation has chosen José Antonio Kast as its new president, marking a dramatic shift in the country's political landscape. The results came after a tense and closely watched election, with millions of Chileans heading to the polls to make their voices heard. This is a huge change for the country's politics, as Chile moves away from the progressive leadership of the past few years. The election has sparked intense debate and reflection across the nation, with many wondering what direction the country will take next. Kast's win means the leftist government of Gabriel Boric is coming to an end, and a new era is beginning, one that promises a return to more traditional values and policies. For many, this represents a significant turning point, as the country shifts its focus toward conservative ideals. Many voters were deeply frustrated by rising crime rates and ongoing economic struggles. Concerns about public safety and the cost of living have been growing, leading people to demand change and stronger leadership. They put their trust in Kast's promises to restore order, improve security, and bring stability back to their daily lives. His campaign focused heavily on law and order, economic recovery, and a sense of national pride. His supporters poured into the streets of Santiago, waving Chilean flags and celebrating late into the night. For them, Kast's victory is a chance for the country to feel proud and safe again, and to rebuild a sense of unity and hope for the future. But for those who oppose him, Kast's admiration for Chile's past dictator and his conservative social views are a source of real anxiety. Many worry that his presidency could threaten hard-won rights and deepen divisions in society, making the future feel uncertain. Outgoing President Boric has graciously congratulated Kast and begun the process of handing over power, emphasizing the importance of a peaceful and respectful transition. This peaceful transfer of power is a powerful reminder of how strong Chile's democracy is, even in times of disagreement and change. Now, all eyes are on Kast as he prepares to take office on March 11th. The country is watching closely, eager to see how he will address the challenges ahead and unite a divided nation. He faces the difficult task of leading a country that is deeply split on what it wants for the future, with passionate voices on both sides of the political spectrum. The choices Kast makes as president will shape Chile's path for years to come, determining whether the country can find common ground and move forward together. The final numbers left no doubt. Kast got 58% of the votes, beating Jeanette Jara, who got 42%, by a lot. This result was more decisive than people thought, showing that many people didn't like what the current government was doing. Jara, who was ahead in the first round, gave up quickly, which helped make sure the change of power was peaceful. The president who is leaving, Boric, publicly congratulated Kast, which made Chile's democracy look even stronger. The almost 16-point difference shows that Kast's appeal went beyond just his conservative supporters. He also got votes from people in the middle who cared about safety and the economy. This big group of people turned his past loss into a clear victory. The numbers tell a story of a country looking for a new direction. Kast will officially start his job on March 11th. Chile's political map has been redrawn. To truly understand the new direction Chile is taking, it's essential to get to know José Antonio Kast, the man at the center of this political shift. Kast is not just another politician, he's a figure who has sparked intense debate and strong feelings across the country. Before rising to national prominence, Kast served as a congressman for many years, where he built a reputation as a staunch defender of traditional values. He is a devout Catholic, and his faith has always played a central role in his political life, shaping his views and decisions. Kast is widely recognized for his deeply conservative positions. He has consistently opposed abortion and same-sex marriage, standing firm even as Chilean society has become more progressive. These stances have made him a hero to some and a controversial figure to others. His family background has also drawn attention. Kast's father immigrated from Germany after World War II and was once a member of the Nazi Party, a fact that has led to criticism and questions about Kast's own beliefs and values. Despite this, Kast has always emphasized his commitment to democracy. Another source of controversy is Kast's open admiration for Augusto Pinochet, the former dictator whose legacy still divides Chile. Kast has praised Pinochet's economic policies and tough stance on crime, which has alienated many, but also attracted supporters who long for order. Despite facing fierce criticism and political setbacks, Kast never gave up. He continued to campaign tirelessly, traveling across the country to meet voters and share his vision for Chile's future. After 2 failed attempts at the presidency, Kast's persistence finally paid off. On his 3rd try, he managed to win, surprising many and energizing his supporters. Kast also founded the Republican Party, which quickly became known for its strict, uncompromising positions. Unlike other right-wing parties in Chile, Kast's party stood out for its hardline approach, appealing to voters who felt other conservatives were too moderate. His tough message on law, order and traditional values resonated with many Chileans, especially as concerns about crime and immigration grew. For people worried about safety and cultural change, Kast's promises offered reassurance. Over the years, Kast moved from being a fringe figure to becoming a central leader of Chile's right wing. His influence grew as he built alliances and gained the trust of conservative voters. One of Kast's strengths is his ability to explain complex issues in simple, relatable terms. This skill helped him connect with ordinary Chileans, especially those who felt ignored or left behind by the political elite. Kast's victory is not just a personal achievement, it's a sign of how much Chile's political landscape is changing. His determination and resilience have made him a symbol of a new era. Now as president, Kast faces his biggest challenge yet, uniting a country that is more divided than ever, and proving that his vision can bring Chileans together for a better future. Kast's campaign was all about law, order, and safety, things that worried Chileans who were concerned about crime. He promised strong actions, stopping people from coming into the country without papers, building places to hold them, and making Chile's northern borders tougher. Kast's ideas included 5-meter-high walls, electric fences, and soldiers patrolling the borders with Peru and Bolivia. Some people said these plans were too extreme, but many voters thought they were needed to get control and safety back. In his speech after winning, Kast promised to deal with all those who hurt us with a firm hand. He said his win was a victory for Chileans who wanted to live without fear. Chile won, and hope won, he announced. His message was simple: safety first. This promise helped him become president. Now, he has to make good on it. The country is waiting to see what he does next. Immigration was a very important topic in Kast's campaign. The number of people born outside Chile has more than doubled in 10 years, mostly because hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans are leaving their country due to problems. The stress on public services and jobs made people feel against immigrants. Kast connected people who came without papers, about 300,000 of them, to more crime. This idea resonated with many voters. His strong border plans, like sending many people away and having soldiers at the border, were seen as practical solutions by those who felt overwhelmed. For many, the discussion was about what it means to be Chilean, not just about safety. Kast's win shows that a big part of Chileans like the idea of being more closed off and focused on their own country. The election became a vote on how open and what kind of country Chile wanted to be. Kast's election caused very different reactions both in Chile and in other countries. His supporters celebrated, hoping for things to become orderly again and for the economy to be stable. But those who didn't like him, including activists and women's rights groups, worried about losing social rights and going back to a time when one person had all the power. In other countries, right-wing leaders like Javier Milei from Argentina were happy about Kast's win, seeing it as part of a shift in the region. The US welcomed the result, suggesting they might agree on safety and immigration. Brazil's leftist president, Lula da Silva, gave a careful response, saying they would continue to work together despite their political differences. These reactions show both the different ideas people have and the ongoing need for smart talks between countries. Kast's time as president will shape not just Chile, but also the politics of the whole region. The world is watching. Experts see Kast's win as part of a bigger move towards the right in South America, similar to recent wins by leaders like Milei in Argentina. However, Chile's history has always had political swings, from left to right and back again, since it became a democracy, again. Just a few years ago, voters chose the leftist Gabriel Boric for social change. Now, they want order and stability. This back and forth shows Chile's ongoing struggle with unfairness, the lasting effects of the dictatorship, and failed changes to its laws. Kast's win is both a regional trend and a special Chilean response to recent troubles. He took advantage of people being tired of instability and promises that weren't kept. His presidency will test whether safety can be more important than the desire for deeper social changes. Chile's path will be closely watched across the continent. Even though he won by a lot, José Antonio Kast now faces a very different challenge than campaigning, actually governing a country that is deeply divided, both politically and socially. Kast faces a Congress that is split almost down the middle. His group doesn't have enough votes to control either of the two main parts of government, the Chamber of Deputies or the Senate. This will make it very hard to pass big changes, especially the sweeping reforms he promised during his campaign. For example, he wants to cut taxes a lot, which was a key promise to his supporters, and he has talked about completely changing government systems to make them more efficient and less costly. He has promised to cut government spending by $6 billion in just 18 months, a huge amount for any administration, but there aren't many details about how he plans to achieve this, leaving many experts and citizens with questions. To govern effectively, Kast will need to talk, negotiate, and find middle ground with people who may strongly disagree with him, which will test Kast's ability to get people to agree and build coalitions, something he hasn't had to do as a candidate. His strong, sometimes confrontational campaign style might not work well with the reality of having to work with many different political groups and interests. Opposition parties and social groups will probably fight against his plans at every step, especially on social issues and safety, where opinions are sharply divided and emotions run high. His main challenge will be to balance what his supporters expect with the difficult job of leading a country that is split on many key issues. The path ahead is full of difficulties, and there are no easy answers for the problems Chile faces. Kast's leadership will be defined by how he handles these challenges, and whether he can unite a divided nation while delivering on his promises. Kast's election puts Chile at a very important point, moving the country away from the progressive path of recent years. His plans, safety, careful money management, and old-fashioned values are a big change from the past. The challenge now is to bring the country back together after a tough and divisive election campaign. Kast must show that he can lead for all Chileans, not just the people who voted for him. What he does early on will decide if he can unite the country or divide it even more. The world will watch how Chile's democracy and its government systems react to his leadership. If he delivers on safety and a stable economy, he might win over those who doubt him. If not, his time as president could be full of unrest and arguments. Chile is at a turning point, hoping for a safer, more united future.